Right, we are live, maybe. Welcome back, everyone. The Wi-Fi has decided it doesn't like me. We are currently 2 minutes into this game, and the Wi-Fi said nope, not happening. But currently, this match taking place between Tasman and Hawke's Bay. It's a Friday night fixture. The big difference is this one's no longer for the Ramfurly Shield. It would have been had Hawke's Bay hung on to it just a little bit longer. I do see that it is absolutely bucketing with rain as well, which is a little bit unideal for conditions, although it just means that Hawke's Bay's rolling maul will be double as strong. And here they go, already marching over. It's the try for Tyrone Thompson. Sure. It didn't take very long at all. No. All right, called by HB. The conditions are shocking. There is a stiff northwesterly coming from the Pacific, says the Lim report. And also we have got the Are We Late Boys? We are indeed. We were a little bit late, couple minutes or so. I'm hoping the Wi-Fi is not going to be too bad today. But I decided, due to the Wi-Fi being bad, I'll give you guys my mum as my guest for this one.
How's it going?
How are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Trying to get used to the new daylight saving. Always takes a while.
It's a shame because all of the games that I think are going to now be at a decent hour, they put an earlier game ahead of it. So 5:30 a.m. is our start time tomorrow.
Oh. And
the last live stream we're doing is about 3 a.m. on the day after. Won't be too bad. But Lincoln McClutchy with the bright pink socks at the moment is this last game. Oh, this is the last game on a multi. Does it go over 41.5? I think it will if... Oh, Lincoln McClutchy's missed that. But I think it still will because, yes, the conditions are shocking, but they absolutely love a rolling maul Hawke's Bay. And then Tasman, if they get that backline relatively crisp, they've got Sever Reese and Lester Nuku coming off the bench. I'd say decent shout. But, yeah, it's a tricky one. Can you stream the Southland Stags game tomorrow at 2:05? Please, let's get to the best. I believe that will be, unfortunately, the only game of Saturday that we might be missing. I believe we've got a recording session happening at around that time, sadly. But if we don't have that recording session and anything comes up, then we will be able to stream that Southland game. I'd rather listen to Mrs. Kiwi Lads and Young Kiwi Lads than Tony Johnson, says the Lim report.
Wow.
And also, we've got their fins up. Let's go, boys. Do it for Otago. And the Lim reported also, thank you, says Wet Willie. And there, are you, this is going to sound like a weird question. Are you the same Wet Willie as we had a little while ago? Because we had another Wet Willie. And, you know, we just have that, we have that effect on people.
Was it Wet Willie 1?
No, it wasn't Wet Willie 1, but I think he might have gotten locked out of his account. It was the same Wet Willie.
Okay.
Maybe YouTube saw the name and they're like, questionable. Brad Weber. Oh, my voice. It's trying to hide. Marina Makaeli too.
It's a bit early for that.
Charging forward. Exactly the same one. Okay, so you are the same Wet Willie. That is good. I was going to say, it might be a common name. I just haven't heard too much about it. And they've asked now to change my name to Wet Willie again. Says Wet Willie 1. And who's winning? Mrs. says gets to the best. Who do you think's going to win this game, Mumsy?
Tasman are quite strong. But I don't know where they are on the table because they haven't really been following it that.
Well, I'm glad you asked because in my little section, that's the lineup of South Africa. But in one of these, I've got the odds in the evens pool, of course, split into two. Canterbury already through to the quarterfinal, I should mention. I believe they are the only side that are completely locked in. Looks like, once again, Tasman, when they win the penalty, they're kicking for the corner. So over 41, I think's pretty likely. Both of these sides going extremely aggressive for the first little while. Tasman have the strongest line out, winning 90% of their own throw.
That's good.
It's quite surprising. So I would have thought that Hawke's Bay would be right up there as well in that department.
So what is it? Top 4 odds, top 4 evens, and they...
I believe they then get to merge like a zip.
Like a zip.
Like
people don't always do when they're supposed to merge like a zip when you're driving.
So this is the first group. So at the moment, Wellington and Bay of Plenty, Waikato all sitting pretty nicely. Hawke's Bay currently sitting in 5th. They've got to make sure they win this. Although Otago have Canterbury.
So if they win this, do they get extra points because it's the evens?
No.
Because Tasman are even.
I don't believe. I think it's just how they ranked last year.
Okay.
Which is interesting because 7th and 5th are the two sides who are sitting up the top. That's the wrong one. But this is the right one. Canterbury sitting up the top. And also,
Tasman are only 4th.
They've struggled this year, but that's the thing. When you have so many of your players selected for the ABs or tied up with the All Blacks, you look through their side. Will Jordan, Leicester Fainanoku, David Havili, also in the 4-pack. Got a few of those big boys, but then you've got Finley Christie missing from them. And they've got this youngster, I think it's Hotham for this match. We've had a lot of chat since I started talking about that. Is the German Warrior playing? I don't believe so yet. He's still a little bit injured from Super Rugby, sadly. A little chip and chase. Alex Nankerveld trying to go after it. It's a mistake. Oh, it's a double mistake. Levi Amua puts it down. Unfortunately, though, puts it down straight forward. So the bounce wasn't quite the one that he wanted. Which Super Rugby teams do these teams fill into? So mainly Hawke's Bay, you're looking at, I would say, Hurricanes and Chiefs. That kind of region. And then for Tasman, probably looking more at the Cantabrians.
Though some would go to Hurricanes too, wouldn't they?
And also actually the Blues, now that I think about it, because they've got Finley Christie, Anton Segner, a few of those other boys. I hope all as well. Hope Weber has a good game, says Rugby Itch. Yeah, I guess really chomping at the bit, trying to have a massive game heading into maybe a World Cup selection. I think he should be there. I think he was extremely unlucky to miss out. For the last internationals, Otago hold the tiebreaker, says the Lim report. And also Hawke's Bay have to win this or it's over. So it's a big one for them. And also we have got the hello, says Chad, and Amor so close, says the Lim report. And also, I need this win as well. Hamish, you should start a rugby podcast. I'll sub, says Wet Willie. Of course, we do know Distracted Sports, 2 cents. They have started their rugby podcast.
Oh, okay.
You been watching that one?
No.
We get a few shout-outs on it every once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's nice of them.
It is. We've got a few collaborations planned for the future as well. Sneaky. Hello, Amelia. Hope you are doing very well.
How's it going?
Nice run forward. The big man there, Zaya Wakaliawere, just goes straight over the ball, but it was the second time. Have you ever realised how much the referee looks like Ron Swanson?
Who's that?
I'm going to pull up a picture of Ron Swanson.
The name rings a bell. Why does it ring a bell?
Parks and Recreation.
Really?
And will you stream the ICC Men's T20 World Cup and the Women's Rugby World Cup? We are hoping to do both. It's going to be interesting with the cricket because last time we got a copyright strike.
Oh,
you see what I mean by the referee? Pretty much anyone who doesn't know, this is the referee of the match. It's Ron Swanson. And also, I'm doing good. I'm just heading home from work right now. And yeah, Mike 2 Cents podcast is fabulous, worth a listen. Certainly is informative and fun.
Okay.
That's a good plug. I should get paid for that one.
You should. Yeah. It's all sponsorship.
Sponsored by another YouTuber. Right, just inside of their 22. Currently sitting 5 points to 3. The scoreboard's a bit behind. And also the kick is good. And I was like, how's everyone doing? We're doing very well at the moment.
It still isn't up.
No, it's a bit slow sometimes.
Oh, because of the internet's not helping you.
It's gone high. Nice take from William Arvili.
When's the Women's Rugby World Cup? When's that start? This weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend. So they're trying to sell out Eden Park for the first one. But over 30,000 tickets have already been sold, I think.
Really? 50,000?
30.
30. Did they sell out Eden Park in the end for the football?
I don't know if they did or not.
I felt sick after watching that for I'm Not Tui Tangi Loa. Oh, is that who Joseph Parker fought? Maybe.
Is that the one he lost?
Did Joseph Parker lose? Or did
On Sunday.
Tua lose? And yes, they sold out Eden Park. That's good news that they were able to do so. Ron Swanson's given the penalty.
Seen it now.
Good crowd average game, yeah. Not the result they were after.
They reckon everyone has a twin. I have.
You
but
literally
it's not
do.
like.
Joseph Parker KO'd. Oh, so he got knocked out.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, in about the 11th, I think.
Okay. And also we got the NFL player tour, rich one, says Nuzzy Williams. And the cricketers in Austin. So I'll be at 4 p.m. later. Says Cats are the best. It's crazy how many World Cups are coming up at the moment. Like an insane amount. You got the T20 World Cup. You got the Rugby League World Cup, men's and women's. You got the Women's Rugby World Cup. You've got the FIFA World Cup. There's probably something else at the end of the year. Well, I mean, we've recently had the Sevens World Cup as well. And yeah, it's a party in the World Cup territory, isn't it? And the fight was a good one with Joseph Parker, just unlucky to be against Iron Dome, says a whale rider. Yeah, I guess with a nickname like Iron Dome, it's probably going to be pretty tough to put him down. Nice take from Lolagi Vizier. This guy's a prospect. I believe he's been actually picked up by Manu Sama.
Who has?
Lolagi Vizier. Oh, that's a knock on from Danny Tuala. He didn't realise it was play on.
Yeah, you don't stop.
No. Advantage in favour of Tasman. 8 points on the board at this point in time. It's going to be kicked in behind. Advantage over, looking for the 50-22. Nicely taken. Oh, slip and slide out there on the wing. He's done pretty well there, Nuria Fama'i, to be able to take that one. It's interesting, though, for Hawke's Bay, because I was thinking about it the other day. In fact, yesterday. A lot of days in that sentence. Day ni tuala. Yeah, bit of a stretch. But
Yep.
Hawke's Bay, they have a lot of very solid players. Hardly any of their players are All Blacks. So that really helps them in terms of that chemistry.
They've always been like that, though,
Mm.
over the years.
They just built such a strong rolling maul that a lot of sides can't find an answer for. And nice work from Devon Flanders there. It's gone into touch, though. And also, NFL, the quarterback, got knocked out. Says cats are the best.
Yeah,
And at least he's out of hospital now.
Because
says
it's
the
a
Lim
second
report.
knock in a few days or something.
Second knock. How was he still playing then?
He must have got cleared.
Big run from Tyrone Thompson. William Harvilli just took it strategically and said, I've been hit here, so I might as well just run back to where I was going to defend from anyway. Now Webber goes back across to Lincoln McClutchy. Danny Tuala rush defence on Stacey Ely. Now Lolagi Vizier gives it a boot in behind. It's going to be curling straight into the hands of William Harvilli. Gives it the boot. It's an awkward spiralling
So
one.
is he David's brother? Cousin?
I want to say one of the two. He looks a little bit like him if he spins around. A little bit of it. I think they're related. Could be wrong there, though. He's Samoan, that's why. Says Nazi Williamson, also Mama Kiwi Lads, knows her football.
Oh, I just read headlines.
If we get 20 points in the first half, we will make it, says Wet Willie. How many legs was your multi, mate? Many as a spider or as many as a farm creature or known as an animal? You know?
You reckon?
Maybe. There's some pretty hefty multis that have been destroyed by Bunnings NPC Rugby. I'll tell you what, we've seen a lot of them in the past. I hope yours is not the case, Wet Willie. And well done, guys. Says Renthian, welcome in. Hope you are doing very well. Hey, Mum and Hamish. I hope you are having a swell evening and staying warm. Thanks for the commentary, guys, says Golden Guest. It's been fun. We actually filmed a video earlier on in the day.
Don't mention that.
Surely we give it a quick wee plug for when it comes out. We did the NRL Grand Final on Rugby League Live 4. We were very good.
Yeah.
All taken quickly by Lincoln McClutchy. We're going to go this way a little bit with the camera. And are you streaming the NRL Friday or final on Sunday night? We certainly are. I know I am.
I'll be in bed by then.
At least it's slightly earlier, though. 9:30 for this one. It's still late, though, for us.
Yeah.
That's dropped by Lincoln McClutchy. And as he went down to the ground, he had his hands on his head going, that didn't stick the way that I wanted it to. Bit slippery.
Yeah.
So 41 and a half points, was it? I'm going to go back and check. It is 41.5. So he needs 42 points. We've got to have fingers crossed. What URC games are you doing? That is a good question. I will quickly bring up the schedule. But it's interesting. I've had a really quiet YouTube week. I feel like we've gone from flat out like lineup videos, previews, getting everything organized for the big international live streams. This week's felt weird.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it?
And then we get back into the Women's World Cup. So I feel like this was my slight holiday week, even though now the holiday is over because it is now the weekend. So the URC, I believe the plan is to do Bulls versus Connacht at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then after that, I'm hoping to do Cardiff versus Lions. I'd love to do the Leinster-Ulster Derby, but sadly it is at the same time as Cardiff versus Lions. So, yep, we'll be doing the Bulls Connacht, Cardiff Lions, I believe. or Leinster versus Ulster. See, that's the thing. I feel like Leinster-Ulster could be quite a big draw with it being the Irish derby. So who knows? Maybe we do that game rather than Cardiff and the Lions. We'll see how we're going. I haven't made the thumbnails yet, so should be a nice one to make the decision on. Then later on in the night, we are going to be doing the 1 a.m. game between the Stormers and Edinburgh. Also, I want to do Dragons versus Sharks, but the time of that one, it might be a bit weird. Unless, of course, I do the Premiership. Saracens in their game, I believe they are going to be taking on Leicester on that morning. So maybe we do that in between. And also we have got there, can you imagine? Says Wet Willie, and 10,000 Rand would be a great start to the weekend. There's Gareth.
How much is that?
I want to say that's 1,000 New Zealand dollars.
Nice.
Either that or 100 New Zealand dollars.
Either way.
Either way, it's pretty decent, isn't it?
It is.
And yeah, Leinster-Ulster would be a good one, says Gareth. So yeah, I think I'm tempted to do an Irish derby.
Fair enough.
You like Ireland?
Never been there. I reckon it's pretty good, though.
The slight shame is the fact that the emerging Irish side is actually in South Africa currently playing off against the Currie Cup teams, which means a few of the main players who we might have seen in Leinster and Ulster's lineup won't actually be there anymore. But I think there's still enough guys to make some pretty decent teams. Leinster, they haven't really been dominant this year. They had a close game with Zebre, or one of the lowest sides in the competition. Or they were until they started getting bonus points against everyone. Andrew Makaleo about to throw this ball in for the Tasman Marcos. 18 minutes into the contest. Exciting scenes.
It is.
I'm glad to have Bunnings NPC back. I know it's only been like 5 days since we did our last one, but I've missed it, you know? And it's going to be cool. Oh, that looked a bit high from Joe Apakatoa.
See, I see Northland won again.
They're on a bit of a roll.
I watched them beat Auckland. It was quite good.
That's the wrong side of the draw. So Northland currently, unfortunately, are not going to be able to make the quarterfinals.
Is this the last round?
Taranaki, that really surprises me because I was thinking about it. It is, yes.
Oh, okay.
But Stephen Perafeta, I think with the All Blacks selecting Perafeta and not playing him, all it's done is stop Taranaki from making it far in the comp.
But at Northland a game behind because they've all played 9, and if they're playing this weekend,
I believe this is, actually, unless we've, you could be right there. Maybe there's another midweek game. Yeah, because literally everyone has played 9, unless this was actually maybe before they updated Northland. But then if that's the case, then Northland are 4th if they won up against Bay of Plenty.
No, that must be.
You think it's up to date?
Hang on.
Unless they were actually, no, even a game behind wouldn't work, would it? And be Ulster on the money line today, they will win. See, here's a Wet Willie now. It's going to be the big scrum from Hawke's Bay. Both front rows going up, says Ron. And they're going to be going down for another scrum feed now. I'm going to have a quick look, see how the odds are sitting for this one. So, yeah, everyone's played 9.
But if that... So there must be...
Is there a different website? In fact, I'm going to just go on Google. We'll go Bunnings NPC. Because, it does seem weird that they have had...
Yeah, because Taranaki play tomorrow. Oh, sorry, that's Taranaki. Northland must play again. Yeah, Northland play on Sunday against Manawatu.
Ah, so they got the double up.
Yeah.
So still a chance.
Still a chance.
Tasman pretty much need this game, and so do Hawke's Bay.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing.
Oh, so interesting finish. That's the way it should be, though. It shouldn't be easy.
The odds currently sit in favour of Hawke's Bay a little bit. $1.85 compared to the $2 at Tasman, so it's a pick'em game. Go Tasman. Says Noel Rogers there as well.
Island, don't they? So.
Oh, nice run. My voice is struggling. Sound like I'm a teenager again. It's a knock on.
He keeps doing that, didn't he?
Unfortunately, just a little mistake.
Pick up the ball before you look.
A lot of pressure on a youngster, though.
Yeah,
coming to these games that could certainly pick out whether or not you're making it through to the quarters.
See, look.
He did. I think it was also Makaleo hadn't completely let go of it on the ground.
No.
He's hanging on to it a little bit long.
Mm.
Currently 21.5 minutes through. Where'd that go?
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm starting to get nervous for Wet Willie, which is a weird statement. And the weather might kill my slip today, says Wet Willie. Yeah. So, yeah, 16 legs. I didn't read that one out earlier. But, yeah, 10,000 Rand for 16 legs of a multi.
Wow.
That's impressive.
It is.
And also Canterbury, any other team, says Noah Rogers there. And Hawke's Bay have the most successful scrum in the NPC this season, winning 66 out of 67 scrums on their own put-in. And that's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
That almost was the turnover
He did
for
well.
Tasman. That was Brad. Good old Brad. Kick downfield. William Havili now charges straight. So it's the best line-out versus the best scrum of the comp.
See, someone was calling for Julian Savia and TJ Perenara to get picked for the All Blacks.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was one of the headlines, yeah.
Okay. I mean, where would you put them, though?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tricky one. I mean, Savia, unfortunately for him, no matter how well he plays, I don't think they'll select him.
No.
Just because they have got those younger guys.
Oh, you got younger and quicker, and he's got the size, but that's about it. I mean, he was a good player in his time. He's probably having a good season this year, but at this stage, you got to go for the future, don't you?
I think the only way you get him in there is if Geordie goes to 12, well, Jordan to 15, and then Savia out on the right wing. That's the only spot I can see him at.
Is there no other right winger?
They've got Sevu Reece.
What about Whanuku?
Leicester Whanuku, he can play both sides. I think he prefers 11, though.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a penalty now against Hawke's Bay. That is the 5th that we've seen. Savara go. Hawke's Bay says Miss Sir, and also we've got their fins up. Otago fan here says the Lynn report, and also this Hotham guy is fire quality signed by the Crusaders, says Noah Rogers. Yeah, I'm sure in kind of dry conditions, he will not be dropping the ball as much.
Who's that, the halfback?
Yeah.
Well, as you say, he's still young.
And by the looks of it, they want another 3-pointer. Interesting. The thing is, though, from here, this is not a given kick, is it?
No.
It's rainy. There's wind around. The fact that that ball is wobbling from side to side says there's a little bit of it in the conditions. Tane Robinson. 1 from 1 to 9.
Play this as finals footy, don't you? They're saying both teams need to win. So.
Taking his time here. 24 minutes in. Oh, it's just gone away to the right. So I don't want to say I might have been kind of right, but it might have been just a little bit. You know, it's kind of close. And also, you're doing the NRL final by any chance, Hamish? We are indeed. It is going to be on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel on the Sunday. And someone scores something, says Wet Willie. Do they have the cash out option? Out of curiosity. Oh, William Havili's dropped that one cold. Oh, and now he gets swarmed.
Of course he does, and they thank him and go, good on you, mate.
And no way is Savia even making the Abbies again, to alter my opinion. Yeah, he's kind of like, it's like how every once in a while someone says, oh, Nihi Milner-Skudder going to be back in the ABs. But the problem is Nihi Milner-Skudder's body does not want to be back in the ABs.
It depends who said it to, and I didn't actually look into who said it. It'd be someone like John Kerwin or one of those old fellas that would have said it.
Wouldn't have been JK. He's not a blues boy. He loves his blues, doesn't he?
Does he? Oh, well, it would have been, who's a old Wellington player?
Christian Cullen?
No, you wouldn't have said that.
No.
Would he?
Joyce, bit of golf. Maybe someone followed him.
No.
Quick tap taken by Devon Flanders now. Also an accelerating, dangerous prospect at number 8 in the future. Be dragged down by Nankerville. Now Weber quickly recycled off to Isaiah Wakaleawere.
He's a big boy, isn't he?
He's a large lad. It would certainly be tough to put him down.
I suppose the hair makes him look bigger. Different colour.
I mean, he's gone with a few hairstyles in the past with the colours. He's just bumping forward, crawling a little bit more. Weber goes back across to McClutchy. Now Danny Tawala, a little bit shut down early. It was a nice bit of work from Quinton Strange. It's great to see him back. So he ended up with a bit of an injury earlier on in the season. Now Weber from his knee gives it off to McClutchy. Gone over the top. It's gone to Tyrone Thompson. Trying to bump through. Great low tackle. Mate gets back up to his feet. Goes again. Now Andrew Makaleo has to try and drag him down. It seems like the physicality's just ramped up to about 15. And this one, that's over the ball. And it's going to be the penalty advantage now coming through offside. Yeah, they do, but my wager was 50 Rand. So I'm riding it until the wheels come off. Stephen Donald says Nazi Williams. And up the L's, or the Eels, says Nissan. GTR down up the Panthers. Let's go, says Noah Rogers. That's going to be an offside penalty against Quinton Strange, just as I mentioned how great it was to have him back. That one's gone out 10 metres out from the line. Rolling more time? Try time?
Probably, yeah.
Hope so. Started so quick, didn't it? We saw a try in the first 2 minutes. And then after that, we're up to 26 or so now. And it seems like both sides are struggling to be able to get, although to be fair, both of these sides are second half scoring teams.
Oh, okay.
So that's one benefit for you, Willie. It's going to hopefully dry up, which it doesn't look like it's going to. It looks very wet. Nice driving forward there from Hawke's Bay, 5 metres out. How do you stop it when it's in motion? Continuing, that's brilliantly done by whoever that was. I don't know whether or not he dragged that down legally, but it's all right. I feel a try coming up. Says it was Novmum, extremely close. It's going to be a penalty advantage. As I walk a Leo Wiride. Can they stop him? Look at the drive of the big man's thighs. Now Weber goes back to McClutchy. Denning Tawala, cross kick, a slip. Now he just has to run it in the rear for Mai. And he's got it.
Unlucky.
Just a slip there from Tane Robinson. The worst thing to have when there's a cross kick. Naria Famai, his third try of the season. A little bit light for him. He's got the pigtails going today. Rather than the headgear. That's the thing. To wear pigtails normally would be pretty intimidating. But Naria Famai, I feel like he's intimidating in his own right. So it works out. It's kind of like playing chess with a professional when you're also a professional. Not as intimidating. That's correct, yes. Hawke's Bay are in, and Yo Willie says Far. What's Far's full name?
Who?
Far.
Far so long?
Far so long? Where are you reading that?
Where are we looking? Oh. I don't want to say that though, do I?
No. I don't know where you came up with Far so long from.
I couldn't see it on there. So it was a trick question.
If Lowell says Nazi Williams, I told you, when there is a good attacking scrum 5 metres out, a good chance there will be a try. McClutchy. It's just at the post. It's terrible kicking conditions. Isn't it? I was like, let's go, says Wet Willie. And touchdown the Magpies. The Magpies are in. And I feel a try coming up. Says, no, mum, yeah, nice cross kick. And just that slip. The worst thing is, if there wasn't that slip, he still managed to get to him.
Yeah.
So all he needed was to not. And you should do Donna. It's a fun name. I've learned no matter how long you pause for, still sounds bad.
It does.
Like you could say Far, and then like 1 minute later go Canal.
Yeah.
And it still got it.
Yeah.
Quite a fun name.
It is quite funny how these guys come up with names like this. You've been watching The Simpsons. Well, that's what Bart used to call the pub where Homer was, and they'd always yell out funny names.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
Not that I watched it that frequently, but...
If you want to see my mum play The Simpsons Hit and Run as a Let's Play, I don't know what do you want? Do you want money? You want likes? Or I feel like that would be a fun series.
I got to get the game back first.
You'd rage big time at some of them, just like you and SpongeBob.
I used to be quite good at it because we used to sit up when your kids were younger and sit up till midnight playing PlayStation. I was that one in SpongeBob.
More in the midfield. Yeah, you guys spent a lot of hours on that game.
We did. We'd be sitting here going, was that a child? Nah. No wonder we were tired when we were younger.
Is it 10-3? It is. The scoreboard just hates us, unfortunately. Yeah. Nice run from Taylor Robinson, or 12-3. So currently 10-3.
He missed it.
To miss the kick. Not too many successful kicks today.
No.
Now, kicking it in behind.
No.
The youngster gone straight to Lincoln McClutchy, and he will take the mark. 50th match for Lincoln McClutchy. I'm glad he's finally getting a chance at Super Rugby level, though. He's always a fly half who's been overlooked. He looks like he's bulked up a little bit, though.
There's a few of those, though, and I suppose you could say that in every position, isn't there? There's always one or two that, why didn't they get the chance? But,
so I think he's now in the Samoan setup as well, maybe. Okay. So I think Moana Pacifica has really given a lot of these guys an opportunity to be able to go on to international. Yeah, it's quite wet there. I'm looking at all of those spots that are appearing on the camera just in that time of the lineup. William Arveli goes across to Levi Amua, another exciting prospect. Look at him go. Still bulldozing. Levi Amua. He's trying to break through Levi. It was Lincoln McClutchy there. Being able to drag him back. Quinton Strange has a bit of a handling error. That's well done from Andrew Makaleo, the big man, to be able to clean that one up in slippery, wet conditions. His butt is out in the rear for my eye. It's a shame for him. Now, Hotham looking for, are you doing the email or the NRL, Mr. Mish? We are indeed on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel at 9:30 p.m. on Sunday. It's where you can find it. Also, we've got the Gaming and More shorts. Has said, hi, welcome in, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hawke's Bay kicker is not having a good first half here, says Miss Sir. Now back across. Alex Nankerville, wide cut and pass. Now it's down to Tane Robertson. Look at the pace of the youngster. Inside ball. Beautifully done. And Hotham will score it. The two young players linking up there. Brilliant pace down the wing. Was that Macca Springer, or was it in the end Tane Robertson going down that wing? And also, I should wake up 7:04 p.m. That's very specific, and go to bed at 5 a.m. yesterday. So you're on the Northern Hemisphere time zone. Demand for yourself. I mean, daylight saving does hit people pretty hard.
Well, it probably didn't hit you because you were still up.
That is true, yeah.
That was your time zone sort of thing.
I'm always daylight saving,
Yeah. That's the night you made me sit up until whatever ungodly hour and do a
NRL one. That was a good match though, wasn't it?
Well, I went to bed at halftime, didn't I? Or just after halftime.
Good evening, Donna and Hamish. Let's go the Mighty Magpies, says Dave the Mole. Welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing well. Bay of Plenty going to be playing this weekend up against Waikato. Oh, that will actually be who do you support in that match, David? Do you go for the Bay of Plenty, or do you go for, I think you'd be Bay of Plenty all the way, wouldn't you? For that one. I see that Mid Canterbury versus South Canterbury is actually going to be on TV tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are they in Ashburton or Geraldine?
That's a great question. I'm going to have a look. And Marco, or touchdown to Marco Hotham, brilliant finish. There's the Lim report. But yeah, brilliant work down the wing, though. This was sensational. Right, that's Robinson there. So it was actually the youngster, Macca Springer, pinned on the gas and put it on for Hotham. It's always a nice one when you get the nice inside ball in it. So currently on the table, that would actually put Tasman, if it stays this way, if it stays as a draw, they will be above Auckland, who play tomorrow up against Taranaki. And Taranaki are the kind of side that could cause an upset.
I hope Northland get there. I don't know if they can, but
I'm sure
great.
Maxie would love to hear you say that.
I've become a Northland fan. Where are we? No, it's in.
Oh, you're racing again, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's in Ashburton for it.
But I think don't South Canterbury play in Geraldine soon? That must be next weekend's game.
Oh, Connor Anderson still in the starting lineup.
Yeah, Geraldine.
That's nice. And also Theo Davison off the bench. And also, do they still play for the Hannon Shield?
Yep. I think so. I'm pretty sure they do. I've seen that name somewhere.
I've just realised this is good for Willie because this is currently 20 points on the board at the moment. So theoretically, you see another try here and you're going good, possibly Willie. And also, sorry about the loss the other day. Not go Taniwha, says the Lim. And also went to Eden Park to watch the All Whites versus Australia soccer game. It was a fabulous event it was. And we got to 20, says Wet Willie. And it was the Hannon Shield at the moment. So that's not the Ranfurly Shield, is it?
No, I think in the Hand and Shield that this one.
Has South Canterbury got it?
South Canterbury won it last year. They're defending champions, and they haven't lost a game this year. Hopefully, I haven't just put the mockers on them.
And also, we have got the I'm speaking it into existence, mate. We get in it. Well, they've got an easy 3 here if they want it, with 3.5 minutes left on the clock. I would take it. Chase Tiatia looks like he took quite the knock to the spinal region. Here it is. Oh, yeah, only about 5 minutes too late. And a tip tackle as well. Well, you got to look at that one again, maybe. Quinton Strange has done that very late. What do you think of this one, Mumsy?
No, they actually call it the Meads Cup and the Lahore. Meads final and Lahore final. I thought there was a Hand and Shield, though. I've heard of that. What was that?
Take the 3, says Far. It may become something more than a free. Okay. At this point, I said free, didn't I? Rather than 3. Free points.
Free points. I'm going to look it up, Hand and Shield, because I have heard of that, and I was looking at that the other day.
What are you thinking of this tackle, Mumsy? Late, after he's passed?
Oh, yeah, but look how he did it, Dick.
And good morning, Hamish and Mumsy. Hope you're doing well, Carl. A nice early morning start for you in South Africa. Hope you have been keeping well, and you are excited for the URC in only about 10 hours' time. We are going to be covering that one. It is a 5:30 a.m. kickoff here in New Zealand. Have you found your research, have you?
Yeah, the Hand and Shield is between North Otago, South Canterbury, and Mid Canterbury.
Okay, so South Canterbury would have that.
It's based on a challenge system played between North Otago, South Canterbury, and Mid Canterbury. Yeah, so they would have won it last year.
Kicked into touch by Lincoln McClutchy. Right, Hawke's Bay could go for the rolling maul here and really make it gritty and grindy just before the half. Tyrone Thompson, he's a big boy. He got size in his favour. And who do you think will win the League World Cup? I think Australia is probably the safer bet, but a couple of those Islander teams, they're looking pretty strong at the moment. Tyrone Thompson at the back, trying to roll it forward. They've got the advantage currently. Brad Weber asking for that ball off the back, and they've done just that. Now Barst out wide. Lincoln McClutchy, it's going to be charged down. It's going back for the penalty. Might miss the Stormers game because of load shedding, says CP. And also, we take a while to warm up, but then we're unstoppable, says David the Mod.
See, I don't know that it's...
Says 2016. Is that the last time they played for it?
Possibly.
Did they change the name?
They might have changed the name. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's only 2016.
And last said it was 8 months ago on that.
Yeah, so maybe they don't play for it anymore, which is a bit of a shame. I knew I'd heard of it.
Oh, well taken by Isaiah Walker-Leawere. It could have been a lot trickier than that. Flanders takes it, so no rolling more, but now it's almost becoming one. Isaiah Walker-Leawere, good hands off to Tyrone Thompson. Gets low, tries to drive Weber. Now, oh, it's been dropped by the big man. 2 knock-ons are going back, and it's another scrum for the Hawke's Bay. I think Devon Flanders charges off the back of the scrum. He's a scary man when he gets going. And what URC jersey would you like from South Africa teams? Ooh. I do like the Stormers kit. I'd probably say either the Stormers or the Sharks. Probably. Because I feel like the Bulls kit is kind of similar to the Blues over here. And then the Lions, I don't think I'd wear bright red too often.
I'd hate to follow an out-and-out team for either rugby or league because they change the jerseys every couple of 3 years. Do you buy a jersey every time? I suppose if you're an out-and-out fan, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it
costs you a lot of money to follow these teams.
How's it still, Hawke's Bay? Ball double knock on. That's what we've seen there. And also, I'm amazed how many teams are playing says far. Yeah, there's a lot of games this weekend. Even though there isn't any international, I feel like they've just fired up extra games. Like, that's not even including the ones that we've mentioned so far, the Premiership, URC, Bunnings NPC. We haven't even mentioned those games that have taken place in the Toyota Challenge, which involves South African Currie Cup teams and the emerging Irish side.
So they're all mixing it up, aren't they?
And also, yeah, they got some nice jerseys in South Africa, says David the Mod. See, I feel like maybe if I was looking at blue kits, I'd go for Leinster though, because that's kind of that royal blue with a bit of gold trim.
Fair enough.
I don't mind it. And also, Stormers jersey has the Western Province stripes across. Says CP from Cape Town and Tyrone Thompson. Go nephew from Gizzy. Says it was Mania. Hopefully I've said that correctly. Mania. Is it? Mania? Yeah, he's already scored today. He's a tough man to put down. Runs hard currently. Looks like they might have another attacking opportunity here for Hawke's Bay just at the end of the first half. This one, the scrum's for Willie. Isn't it?
This sounds funny. Go, Willie.
Brad Weber about to put the ball in. Getting the heels dug in now for Hawke's Bay. Devon Flanders, I said it, go. How do you stop him from there? Very well done. Whoever that was, I believe it was, they're over now, though. It's going to be the try for Marino Makaele Tu'u. But whoever that was off the scrum actually managed to lose his bind and make that tackle in the process. He could see Havili was just going to get bulldozed.
Yeah.
He's done extremely quick. That's the Adidas Stormers Western Province tops. And have you made your picks for the URC games this weekend? Not yet. Some of these games are very hard to predict for the URC. And also, for some reason, they don't have the games on the TAB. So I don't actually know who are favourites going into the games until I see them. Which is weird because the URC, it's quite a prominent competition. They have the Gallagher Premiership. They don't have URC. They've got the top 14.
Is that why the rest of the world's catching up or caught up with the All Blacks? Because all these other competitions, they're getting stronger and stronger.
Maybe. South Canterbury hold the Hannah Shield, Donna says far. And yes, that is a church try already awesome. That's a great kick from Lincoln McClutchy as well. So halftime is upon us, ladies and gentlemen, and it will be 17-10 in favour of the in favour of the Magpies.
So this is old, this one.
Sup, Mr. Hamish. Sup, Mr. Nathan. Hope you're doing well, bud. You look so confused.
I'm trying to find this Hannah Shield.
Currently, close game. Is that Ned's brother? That's what I was saying.
There you are. South Canterbury rack up the Hannington. See, why don't they put the latest first?
I think you're talking about the referee, aren't you, Far, at the moment? And he does look very similar. I said Ron Swanson out of Parks and Recreation. I feel like that's a good shout as well.
Yeah, put the ref up.
What's the ref's name?
I don't know.
Ref. I'll put NZ ref with mustache.
Oh, here we go. Here's all the...
With mustache. Why is there a picture of Brad Weber with a circle around his mustache? And it's called Ranking All Blacks Mustaches. I wouldn't think Brad got that high up. I wouldn't think. Whoa, it's actually pretty much a big thing. I think it's for Movember. But yeah, they rank all of the All Blacks mustaches. And Brad Weber, unfortunately for him.
According to this, the Hannah Shield's only between South Canterbury and Mid Canterbury.
So Otago missed out.
So South Canterbury have won 18. And Mid Canterbury have won 13.
And also, hello, Donna, how are you? Hope Hamish been cooking you some good nice breakfast.
Who's been cooking what?
I haven't yet, but I'm up early tomorrow.
You're supposed to be cooking me breakfast, are you?
I guess so. Could do.
You're never up when I'm up.
You can attest this. I make a mean omelette.
You do. Yep. I quite prefer your omelette.
Awful mustache.
You make a bit of a mess, but it's pretty good.
And love the Nike box top. And also we were good there. Did you see Nike? It's back as the Springboks kit maker. I did see that. And Donna, you're missing the repair shop, says David the Mod. And there as well. Have you watched that show?
Yes, a couple of times. I've been watching a few rugby documentaries lately, though. I watched the Match Fit series this year. Very sad with Inga.
Yeah.
Because he was on it. But then I watched the East Coast Rising with old Jose Aguirre.
Mm-hmm.
Good plug for the rugby boys. Very good.
There you go.
Watch them all this week.
She's been busy.
Very busy lifestyle. Yeah.
So you've probably watched more rugby-related content over the last week than me.
I think you should watch those two. They're very educational.
And 3 teams done it, says far. And I did might get that one, those Nike Springbok jersey, depends on the design. And Hamish, buy Mum and Dad KFC Family Feast. I didn't get the Family Feast, but the other week on Sunday, brought them each home one of those Kentucky bacon stackers, and also a quarter pack.
Didn't get home till late.
We went bowling. Me, George, and Daniel. We got distracted.
Yeah, you did.
We're on the way into town, and then I was like, should we go bowling? And they were like, yeah. And then, we went bowling. It was good fun.
Did you bowl first or KFC first?
Bowl first, KFC second.
Oh.
That was a mullet and a half on that, man. But yeah, I did get them the burger, so I guess the KFC fund is going to good use at the moment. And North Otago as well, says far.
Yeah, well, that's what it said on one of them, but then, I don't know. The bloody internet, Google.
If you had a team that was so bad, but you were the only good one, and it choose out of these, Moana Pacifica, if you had a team that was so bad, but you were the only good one in it. So as if I'm a player, Moana Pacifica, Fiji and Rua, DHL Stormers, or the Blues. So I guess, which team would you want to be the star player of, even though everyone else is terrible? Straight away, I'm going to say it wouldn't be Moana Pacifica or Fiji and Rua, mainly because it doesn't open up the window to international, really, because you're not, I guess, in that picture. So I'd probably go the Blues.
Yeah, I'd go the Blues.
Because then you've got the AB selection to think about. I'd love to be able to play in South Africa, though, if I was any good. So the Stormers would be a pretty awesome team to play with. I feel like you definitely want to be on Efan Rua's team rather than on his opposition, because he's a tank. And did it say it, CP from Cape Town? And also we've got it was only a few hours ago, worst thing I've ever seen. And apparently the Dolphins quarterback has been just discharged from hospital.
Yeah, that was the...
And also, Hamish, you can't send money. Why? Says Nathan. That is a great question. I would not know why we can't send money to the channel. I don't think it's disabled. Maybe it's like you cannot have more KFC. Maybe it knows. And no, I should have never been allowed to start tonight after getting king hit on Sunday by the Bills Mafia.
Yeah, that's what they said. 2 big hits in a few days. So, yeah, what's the medical staff up to?
And Family Feast is about $70. Jeez!
Ooh, what's in it?
Oh, enough to feed a family.
Obviously.
Big feast. I'm going to go on the Kiwi Lads. I like how it thinks I want to type in the Quickie Mart. And also we were there, have a look. Right, we'll go here. Oh no, we got the little button in the bottom corner, Nathan. It's weird because you've been able to do it in the past, haven't you?
So,
it's as if YouTube have just said, no, not allowed. He's had enough KFC. Oh, I had to refresh the page. Yeah, because Mum's got something went wrong on it, and I blame the Dolphins medical team for allowing him to play. And also, NFL's concussion protocols are a joke, says the Lim report. Yeah, because rugby straight away 10-day stand down. Like, no matter what. No matter how hard you've been hit, if you've got a concussion or you fail. Hang on, what's this? Did you just see the timing of those games?
No.
Did they change the matches? You might have to tune that one down a little bit.
Oh, is that on?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't want them copyright striking us for their ad.
I could. Sorry, I didn't.
It's working now, says Nathan.
Oh.
And there. So I read that one that it said that the Auckland game is actually earlier now rather than this. And I don't know why. Why would it be earlier? I'm just going to go back a little bit further. See? Triple header. Both at 2 p.m. and then Otago versus Canterbury at 4:30. I think they might have those dates wrong or the times wrong. I'm probably going to have a look at a few other things and see why they could have been changed, because it seems weird to have 2 games on at the same time.
Yeah, 2:05, 4:35, and 7:05. Is that because of the So what time's didn't you say South Canterbury's game's on tomorrow?
It's on at 2 as well. So
Right,
everyone's
different
playing.
channels.
So NPC, yeah, see, this has it 4:35, 7:05. So
Yeah.
you trust Sky, but you wouldn't as well at the same time. And also, the NFL players need to play real sports, says CP. And also, but they wear helmets. I think that affects things. And rugby, says CP. Then the Dolphins, Bills, and the Jets are our biggest division rivals in the NFL. And if I wasn't a Pats fan, says the Lim report as well. But yeah, Rugby World Cup just around the corner, isn't it? It'll be exciting. See who can get themselves to win. You look very happy, almost zoned out.
Yeah, sorry.
And also, we have got there, I know I've said this before, but Rotorua City, KFC, or Central KFC is despicable. The chicken is dry and the service is shocking, says David the Mod.
Yeah, you can get, apparently Ashburton is the KFC.
Is it?
Apparently.
Okay.
Well, it used to be.
See, Oamaru, without
They're getting better.
like going too far into it, like they try.
Yeah.
You know, we have been in the drive-through before when someone's literally quit.
Oh, that was last year.
We still got our food, you know, and that's effectiveness. You know, but it's.
I think they've improved, haven't they?
They've
got, you know, it used to be the fastest, takeaways and that with McDonald's and KFC, but now they've got that many bloody varieties on the menu that it's slowed everything up.
Speaking of Macca's, it's on
the
screen at the moment.
I haven't had Macca's for a while, actually.
Now, I kind of want KFC because people have talked about KFC. But I don't know when the next KFC day will be.
No, fair enough.
Got to put it into the savings in the piggy bank, bring out all the coins.
True.
Go 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll have a snack meal, please. Bunnings NPC just about to get back underway. Don't eat KFC. Eat a bunny chow, says CP. And KFC seems so inconsistent throughout New Zealand. Probably way too many than should be, says the Lim report. And there as well for the boxers carrying the head damage. That's a nice hat. So they only need 2 and a bit more tries, and Willie's getting paid. Willie's getting K-Fry. And I was like, hey, finally my team is winning. And are you streaming the NRL Grand Final? We are. It will be on the Kiwi Lads Sport. And I was shouting KFC Mum and Dad.
Wow.
Says Nathan there. Geez, you'll be able to get a bit of K-Fry with that, won't you?
I'd say. Yeah, because those burgers are quite nice, those new ones.
Kentucky Stacker Burger. We'll give KFC a bit of a shout out there if they want to sponsor us.
Bacon one.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up getting one with no sauce just to test out the waters. And they didn't put any bacon or anything else. And I was like, you loaded as, bro. That's like 50 New Zealand dollars, says the Lim report. Although I think Australia's pretty even with their exchange at the moment.
Are they? Have they?
What is $30.99 in Australian to New Zealand dollar? That was a really weird way of writing it. $34 New Zealand.
No.
There you go. Alrighty, 40 minutes. Come on, fins up.
It's only the US that we've gone down in.
Yeah, it's gone down a lot too, hasn't it?
But the UK pound has as well to the US, so don't know.
I was like, good grief. See us far, Nathan. Oh, that was Nathan. Good grief. Yeah. I mean, it's got us all thinking about your profile name, Far, for that one, isn't it? It's Far. We're going to get some K-Fry.
Bloody oath.
That was a UK pound. It has tanked. And well, New Zealand and Australia are pretty weak then. Yeah. Half a bucket. And also report my bro, Jason Lim, got hooks up. Says it was Nathan. But it's going to be kicked off. Oh, straight away. Tasman take it beautifully. This could be a brilliant try straight off kickoff if they get it right. It's gone down now. Yeah, that's a good lad. Well, he's a good lad, says the Lim report. Currently hanging on to that one, Tasman. They've given it up a little bit too easy, though. They did have a very good opportunity at the start of the half. And also, we have a 2-day cricket clinic, and I pulled out a fast swinging or fast in-swing Yorker. That's a dangerous ball.
It is.
No one likes to face a Yorker, definitely not when it's curving towards their toes,
No.
because then it just hurts. Everyone in Singapore, does Max get crowned world champion on Sunday, says CP. Is that Max Verstappen? Is that his name? Verstappen?
Yeah, I can never pronounce it.
I would have to ask Isaac about that. He is definitely the NFL, or not the NFL, the F1 guy. I'm actually gonna send him a message.
Okay.
He'll be confused. I'm gonna say that's George. That's the wrong one. Where is Isaac? There he is. He was active a little while ago. I'm gonna put, does Max get crowned as champ in Singapore, my boy? There we go. Middle stump snapped.
Good work.
That's going to be an expensive Yorker for people in the future.
Mm.
And the cat just showed up. Hopefully it wasn't on middle stump.
Mhm.
Now it's gone high. It's going to be nicely taken. And Max and Jos Verstappen will be downing Singapore slings with Nelson Piquet.
PK.
And his daughter, if Max wins the World Championship and give Ferrari's tendency to choke at pit stops. That's a good shot. Says the Lim report, kick downfield. It's just a little bit of a kicking battle game of horseback. Moment between the sides. William Harvey, though, he gets a bit of distance on that one. Not going into touch. Now back across in play. Hawke's Bay want to keep it alive. McClutchy. Back downfield. Going straight back into the hands of William Harvey. Another kick. Now it's going to be taken by Lincoln McClutchy. This time wants to make sure he finds touch. I think he slightly shanked that. No, it's gone out. That's a good kick.
That is a good kick.
Where's the cats? Says far. They are at Heath's house. And my off stump got snapped in Australia in 97. And I says, Mandy and Jason, welcome in. Hope you are doing very well.
Yeah.
And also another cat emoji from far. Billy, Billy not a... Oh, yeah, he is about. He's down by the fire at the moment. I'm going for surgery next week, says CP. Which surgery are you getting, Carl? Hopefully it all goes smoothly for you. And yeah, hopefully we get to see you soon after. You'll let us know how it goes. Quiz, says far. Not quite a quiz. We might have to have a quiz night at some stage, though. That's another drop ball. This time the Ria Famai does put it down. Now Garn says, Noah Smith doing very well. Thank you, mate. You are well also. That's going to be now the scrum feed for the Tasman Marcos. 43 minutes through, and it seems like a little bit of a feeling out process. I see that is Timothy Tavatava. He's not on the bench, or he was supposed to be. Where is Whainā Nuku and Severis? They must already, there he is in the background. There's Whainā Nuku, there's Severis, the ABs hanging together. They are ready to go. There's Falau Whakatava going to be coming off the bench for the Magpies. He'll be glad to be back at this level, won't he? With all of the rain pouring down. What's the game like so far? It's been very wet. So, unfortunately, it's been one of those games that, for the conditions that we've had, it's probably relatively high scoring.
So, Whakatava, he was with the All Blacks too, wasn't he?
He was. He didn't get much time.
No.
In fact, he got hardly any time.
No.
But...
So, why was he still there? Just to
fun.
get them involved in the...
Yeah.
In the setup.
Pretty much. Pectoral muscle tore off the bone. That would have hurt.
Oh. Ouch. Sorry.
And the solar panel guides is here chatting to the parents. Says Heath. And also we have got their arms in a sling. Oh, that's a nice run from Alex Nankerval. Jeez, it's slippery out there. Brad Weber doing nicely. The problem with Hawke's Bay is they've got Brad Weber and then Falau Whakatava is the guy who comes off the bench.
Yeah.
So they've got two starters as their two players. Sounds painful. Is he? The referee's got no idea who's got this ball here. He's just pretty much gone, you just fight for it amongst yourselves. Okay, it's going to become a Hawke's Bay scrum. So, a lot of push and shove throughout that little play.
Yeah.
Bit of confusion.
He had a big smile on his face anyway.
Yeah, he enjoys the challenge. I was streaming the other games or any other games tonight, says David. The next one we have got is at 5:30 a.m. and that is going to be the game between the Bulls and Connacht. Then after that, we are hoping to either do Leinster versus Ulster or possibly look at the other game that is on at the same time, and that is going to be the matchup between the Lions and Cardiff. I haven't quite decided on that one yet. An Irish derby, though, is always fun to watch, but then the South African side normally is the one that appeals to our main South African audience. Because we've got a few South Africans who tune in.
Fair enough.
And chest and whole shoulder to bicep is blue and black, says Carl. Nice. Oh, that's gone down in the front row. Another penalty. Goes the way of Hawke's Bay. I'm streaming a big quiz tonight, says Far. Maybe not tonight, but maybe at halftime in the NRL final, we might look at some sort of quiz. Let's go to the Magpies, says Nathan, the ref for my first schoolboy game this year was going off the home crowd at my team with the away game. Says Heath there, that's going to be kicked into touch by Lincoln McClutchy. Not sure who Brad Webber was looking at there. I think he was just scouting out the Marco's backline.
Yeah, see where they're at.
Work out what side is the more appealing. Tyrone Thompson. Line out time. Nice. I know Hamish, there's nothing nice about this CV. I mean, you probably got more black and blue than a lot of people will have in their lifetime. So I'm trying to think of a team that's got a black and blue like color. All I can think of is that black and blue or the white and gold dress from a while ago. Remember how that was a thing? Now Devon Flanders, he's got Chase Diatia with him. That was poor from whoever that was at number 11, but he might be able to go in and cover. No, he hasn't stopped him. Naria Famai goes in as Iwakaliwera. He's like a young kid who just wanted to slide in the wet. But that was unfortunately a big mistake from the number 11 there because he got lured in as well.
He did.
And then it just left that gap on the outside.
Got sucked in.
The Ria Famai, like I said, it seemed a little bit low, him only having 3 for the season. Now he's up to 4. He's getting there.
Doubled it already.
Devon Flanders, look at that, just bumps off the 2 big men.
Yeah.
Goes straight through, accelerates past Sione Havili Talatui, and then ball on the outside. Not enough time for Chapman, I believe it was, or was it Macca Springer? It's one of the 2. I always get them around the wrong way. Yeah, he was just a bit late getting there. Very happy, that youngster. Caleb Markini. This is going to be, I mean, that's the one that could seal the deal almost in these type of conditions. I'm good, just starving. I feel for a nice, fatty, greasy meal. Yeah. Man, I'm hungry now. I had a banana before this live stream.
Oh, that's going to be good for you.
Yeah, but it's not exactly a KFC burger, is it? You know what I'm saying?
Which ain't good for you.
14 more points, my friends. Let's go. You seem to be timing it beautifully, Willie, because now it's less than 14 points needed. So it is now sitting 22 points to 10. They've had 32 points. You only need another 10 points now. Very curious who wins this game because this year, both teams have played amazingly this year. Says Monsieur, it's pretty much a must win for both of these sides as well. They're both sitting right around that, I guess, 20, 25 points region. Kicked off short for Tasman, just going the 10, but it's bounced up to Flanders. Now Lolagi Vizinier gives it the boot and behind. It's going to stay in the field of play. Nicely taken. Now William Harvilli has to try and go sideways. Lolagi Vizinier just wrestles him down. He's done extremely well to get out of that breakdown.
Yes,
a lot of players would just accept the fact that they were going to be stuck there. Oh, yes, ma'am. Didn't even know they scored. Neither did the scoreboard till just before as well. Oh, there's a player who's down doing a turtle. He looked like he needed help to get flipped back over. And I was like, let's go Magpies. Well, let's go Moana Pacifica, says Nathan, and had a double cheeseburger for lunch, with but wanted a triple cheeseburger with no pickles. 4-piece of meat and cheese. I suppose why not, says Wet Willie. And there as well. Right. Now it's going to be a Hawke's Bay line out once again. Now I mentioned both of these sides are second half sides. So, to be honest, we could see, I want to say, somewhere around that 50 to 60 point margin. Or not margin, sorry, that would be team winning by that much. But yeah, around there somewhere, something like cheesy chips, King Steer burger with a Sprite, says Carl.
Nothing's open here at this time of night.
I mean, the best I can do is probably like some fish in the freezer. Bit sad, isn't it? What happened to cornflakes and a coffee in the morning? Says Wet Willie, you have cornflakes, don't you?
I do. In the summer. Toast in the winter. Can't be bothered.
It's a bit rough. From Tasman, once again, having to try and work their way out. Hotham having a slip and slide and Walkalea, where he says that it's the opportunity to just absolutely run over the top of him.
Smashed him.
And
Smashed
also,
him, bro.
McDonald's open 24/7, isn't it? Not everywhere. I think ours might
It
be,
might be in Timaru, but
but that's still
But
a 30-minute drive.
yeah.
And also, we go there far. He said, Donna, do you remember when Bart rung Mose and asked for Homer? Homosexual.
He used to ring and ask for a few good ones.
Let's go to the team. Yay, sports, says Gareth. That is a great attitude to have. And Crunchy Nut is my go-to. And also no such thing as cornflakes in my household, says CP. And also we have got the King Steer would slap or a Wimpy Champ burger. A Wimpy Champ burger.
I'm just watching the cat, see what he's up to.
He does look confused, doesn't he? He's going to be sitting on the bucket hats. That's all right. Lineouts one so far. Hawke's Bay, Parsons, and Flanders. Both right up there. Cornflakes were invited to keep your Winky placid. No thanks. Do you know what he means by that, Mum?
No.
Do you need me to tell you what it means?
Not on here, no.
Okay. And that explains it now. Can I stay by you? Says Wet Willie. Got a $2 McFlurry. I got a $1.50 slushy the other night when me and George and Daniel went bowling. And it was fun. It was mango flavored. That's my favorite fruit. Like, I know we've got a KFC fun, but I feel like one day I need to get a mango fun. Because the problem is I'd have to fly to Australia to get a mango. In fact, we're coming into summer, so maybe get a trip at some stage, hopefully. And also, I would also like to know what he means, says Wet Willie. Yes. Well, when there's a lack of blood circulation, there are 45 metres out, Kaifa stuck underneath.
You're going to get out of that one.
We'll have diagrams for the next live stream.
When I'm not here.
Working hard here, Hotham. Goes back across to Willie Harville for real. Pick up the invention of cornflakes, says Gareth. Are you supposed to tuck them under your Now we're getting into it. And my cat lays down behind the pillow on the bed and hides behind the pillow. And just had to wait 11 a.m. or wait until 11 a.m. for them to open. But how do I drive with one arm? Carefully. Depends on it. Oh, Uber Eats. Do you have Uber Eats, Carl? Because if you got Uber Eats, you're sorted. Like $5 is probably less than it will cost to fix your car. Oh, Sever Reese almost tries to keep the ball in, but not quite able to there. And come to Brizzy, it's near 30 degrees and not even summer. 30 might be a bit warm, though.
Yeah, maybe. It's better than, what, 10 out there? 9?
And Mr. Delivery, Carl, says Gareth.
It's supposed to be spring and it's 7. And it was a high of 10 today.
I do, but that's expensive, says CP there. Yeah, I guess it depends on where you get it from, because I know that some up the road in Christchurch, some cost like $3, some cost like 15 for delivery. As Isaac hasn't replied to my Formula One question. Very sad. Yeah, Friday night, to be fair.
Yeah.
Would have finished the week. Yeah.
Lucky him.
Good fun. Oh, they're showing, right, they're actually going to show us what time the games are taking place. So Southland play North Harbour at 2 p.m. Yeah, so Auckland Taranaki is at 4:30. So that earlier one was wrong. And then 7:05, South Island Derby. Otago taking on Canterbury.
Go Otago.
Good fun in that one. You're streaming that one with me.
We'll see.
It'll be an excuse to wear your Otago shirt.
No, I didn't wear the shit out of me, though. And I'll start swearing.
Right.
And I have to drink. And
even the thought of it made you swear.
Yeah, I know.
And also, we got that Hardler. Yeah, it did slip. And also, if it goes over 42 points, I'll send you a Milbro, says Wet Willie. That's very generous of you, Willie. I assume that's a meal to Carl. The cat's just looking at us over on the couch. Luckily, my car is dual clutch, so I can leave it and drive, says CP. And also, hey, Gareth, how's it, man? Says it was David the Mod, right? Another line out. Waikato versus Hawke's Bay. Oh, sorry, Bunnings NPC. No, sorry, Bay of Plenty.
Just about got it right.
Just listed every word I could think of that just wasn't the right one.
Right.
Andrew Makaleo. Ready to go. Throws it in. Nicely taken by Max Hicks. Back across, Willie Havili. Short ball. Tell you what, it would have been effective if it worked. Levi Moore just bumps him off. He's going, Levi Moore. And Webber's not going to catch him right. They need to check this one. And also, we have got there, why so much break, Hamish, in between live streams? Coding has realised that it's been about 4 days since we have done a live stream. Pretty much it's been down to, I guess, the times that certain matches are taking place and also, I guess, preparing for all the World Cups that are coming up in the future. We got the Women's World Cup next week. We have also got the T20 World Cup that's coming up not too far away. The A-League starts back up. There's a lot going on. In the near future, so I decided I'd take 1 or 2 quiet days, fully recover the voice.
Fair enough, too.
And yeah, the thing is, even though, it came off the hand from Danny Tuala, so I believe it's going to be a knock-on against Tuala, but then they will be going back for the scrum for the Mako. But yeah, even on the days off, I've still been editing flat out. So I guess it's one of those ones that I'll get a day off maybe on Christmas Day, a proper one.
I hope so.
Last Christmas, I almost had a day off until I edited at about 11 p.m. And I was like, hey, David, it's over. And also, we have got, if you go to Brisbane, you should go to Wet and Wild, a good water park, good slide, new slide, and a wave pool. So it's God. Good. But it is $89 for a single day entry.
Remember, we went there?
Slip and slide. The cereal, originally made with wheat, was created by Will Kellogg in 1894 by patients at the Battle Creek Sanitarium. And let's go, damn it, says Wet Willie.
That should have been a try.
So it's not.
But it didn't touch his hands.
Didn't it?
No.
Okay. So it's going to be a scrum feed for Tasman. So there's still a decent chance Ollie Sats was going to make his way out onto the park. TMO for the knock on. It is indeed. So they're just going to have another look at this one.
Because they reckon it didn't touch his hands.
He accelerated real quick, didn't he? It probably depends on the angle you look at it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Webber now coming off the field. And a pat on the back from Whakatava and just looked at Mr. Delivery app. $300 off a $300 off a purchase. Wait, so $300 is that bucks as in I guess rand? So that would be $30 off, or is that actually like 300 buckaroos like the big ones? I got kicked out of a hospital, and I said stay positive, says Heath. And then will Roger Tuivasa-Sheck return to the NRL next year? It looks like it's kind of likely. To be fair, he's not getting used as an All Black. And I think that's why Stephen Perifetta might consider going to Japan next year as well. You know, at the end of the day, if they're not going to utilise the young talent, there are other teams that certainly will. And Rans, CSCP, nice run from Alex Nankervis. So they're about 30 metres out from the line now, currently with 32 points in total scored throughout this match. Hotham goes back across. Atu Moli. Carry, he's going backwards. Oh, a little bit of a juggle there. Nankervis puts it high. It's going to be another advantage. Severis chasing hard. Nicely taken by Naria Fumai. Kellogg's invented stop masturbation. That's what Gareth Slink just said. What's that? No. I hardly use the app, but my friend keeps sending discount codes.
Google it.
Says CP. Yeah. Don't know whether you want to Google that. That might scar you for life.
Create lots of problems.
Taking player without the ball penalty. And do you folks have Nando's? We do in the Auckland airport. I think that's the only place, though. Auckland airport is one of those places that seems to have everything that no one else does. And Bodie should go play or go back to the Canes. And I'm pissed. The True Canes are playing in Townsville and not Brisbane, and Portuguese chicken. And Taco Bell doing well here, says Far. Yeah, see, we don't really get any of those ones, do we? I know that there was recently, was it a Pizza Hut opened up in Oamaru?
Yes.
So that's new.
But it's not an actual restaurant, it's just takeaways.
Oh, yeah. Pork and cheese. There's one in Hamilton, Nando's, that is. Oh, okay.
Oh, so they're
Branching out.
Branching out. Yeah, there might. Is there one in Christchurch?
Maybe. Havili. Oh, he's missed. From straight out in front, 25 metres out. That is not ideal. And also we have Nando's, but slowly going out of business, which is a shame because a lot of people say that Nando's chicken is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh, so they actually have more than one Nando's in Christchurch.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they have branched out.
Yeah. Which one's the one that's only at Auckland Airport? Is that the donut place? Krispy Kreme? No, Krispy Kreme's in a lot of places. What's the other? Dunkin' Donuts?
Dunkin' Donuts. No, that's
Is that-
in a few.
There's one that I think's only at Auckland Airport. It's the only one in New Zealand, but I can't think of what the food place is. Big run from Whainanoku. I'm scared. Do you think it will make it? Says Wet Willie. I am still. Oh, they've just dropped the ball again. I'm hopeful still though. Like it's gonna be all right. It might not be.
No.
It might not be because, like rand. I'm gonna look it up. What is 10,000 rand? Oh no. I'm not sure I understand. That's because you didn't listen to the question. What is 10,000 rand to New Zealand dollars? Okay, so that is actually $976. I thought it could have been rather than like $97. So that is enough to buy a few meals, Willie, for yourself. And quality is garbage and overpriced. And as a 10 times the price, Amelia. And as other local pizza shop is 10 times better than Domino's and Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I prefer the Pizza Hut.
Hawke's Bay 1 to 12, please, says Kishan. So at the moment, you're not looking too bad as long as Tasman fire back relatively soon. And that was classic by Geelong boys.
Better than Domino's. Sorry.
You got her at pizza.
Yeah, Pizza Hut. Love Pizza Hut. But there's a Sal's Pizza in Timaru, which I haven't been to yet, but definitely quite keen. So
that's an idea. You're going up Wednesday, aren't you?
Oh, I could go.
Maybe. Right. Currently 50 metres out. William Aveli about to kick for the corner. Local is always better. Sport them. CSCP there. And Nando's has too much competition here. I mean, the fact that everyone can braai in their backyard as well. In South Africa, like, have you ever had a braai?
No.
I feel like if I ever get invited to South Africa, I might take you with me.
No.
And we can go for a braai because apparently they are next level.
Okay.
And Tasman, please score, says Kishan. And currently they are about 15 metres out, so they've got a decent chance perhaps. So
He's
22.
a well-mannered hooker, he said. Well-mannered hooker. He said thank you to the ball boy for the cloth.
Andrew Makalea, nice man. Now driving at the back. He can be mean when he needs to, though.
No.
And it might be now. Like, as in out on the rugby field. Yeah. Oh, they've stopped once. Still trying to roll here. It's gone down. Nice work, whoever that was, with the offload. Now Whainanoku starts to get those legs driving. Kaifa makes the tackle on him. Oh, he's almost been tipped over the top. It's going to be an advantage. You can't kick it through the middle. This could be an easy 3 points. Watching you from the Fiji Island. And there says Kishans. I hope you're doing very well there. Hopefully the weather's nice in Fiji currently. And up the base says Heath. And also got to keep up on here. I haven't left the house to see the boys since the Irish games. Game looked tight. Says Golden Guest. There's these two sides. If Tasman score now, it could literally go either way. That's what the TAB had earlier on. Like they're saying, they've had multiple opportunities. They just need to start finishing them.
Yeah. About
10 metres out now, though. That is Big Marino Makaeli Tu'u, still signed for the Highlanders. Oh, and also Kariru Symes making his way out onto the field. That is for Tyrone Thompson, who's had a very good game. Yes. Tyrone Thompson, impressive. Does play for the Hurricanes, but not very often. I feel like after this performance, though.
You will get a few more.
Maybe. Gets a little bit further up. Him and Asafa more, though, because they've also got Dane Coles, but Dane Coles is 50. So they might consider elsewhere. That's going to be a mistake there. It's a knock-on, though, from Hawke's Bay. Now Tasman have got themselves another scrum feed. So they're certainly giving them plenty of opportunities to get back into the game for Hawke's Bay, but they just don't seem to quite be able to finish it. I'm going to have a look at the odds once again. I do enjoy seeing how the odds sit. Everything along those lines. Go here. We'll go. Okay, I closed the TAB. That's unfortunate.
Mm.
And also, do you guys have mochos? Mochos? Galitos? Honchos? Basilos? In Cape Town? I didn't have when I was there. So what do you think about the Fijian draw? I love the Fijian draw. They're a side that are always going to give you a passionate performance no matter what.
Mm.
They're going to go out there. They're going to put on some big hits. They're going to show that Fijian flair. And they're always a side that you cannot miss a game when you're watching them. Machochos is underrated. Honchos is decent. CP. Did my pronunciations get anywhere near how it's said? Tasman are $13 underdogs at the moment. Big run from Makaleo.
They've been on attack for the last 5 minutes or so, and they still haven't scored, though, have they?
I think that's the big kicker, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one that's going to kick them right in the face. Nice run. Still trying. Oh, Kaifa close to getting the turn over there. Now back across. Still going forward.
Haven't they got an All Black winger out on the...
Sever Reese, yeah. Or Lester Nuku. They could use either of them.
Yeah.
They are still yet to. I think this is a try, though. Havili, wide cut out pass. And Nankivell, nice pass on the inside. They're just trying to slowly build here. Not rushing nothing. And also more bang for your buck. Give them a try. Says CP. And now it's going to be another offside penalty advantage. Hotham goes back across to Sione Havili. That's going to be a mistake. And we'll be going back once again. Another penalty. This is too many at the moment against Hawke's Bay. They might find themselves in the bin soon. And Hawke's Bay 1-12, please. Says Kishin. And he's conceded 10 throughout the match. Nick Bryant is the name of the referee. Or Rob, as I like to call him. And seen Denmark's new strip for the World Cup. I have not. What does it look like? I do enjoy a good kit. I'll have a look. Denmark. Oh, my phone just died. I will not have a look. I will look at it later.
You had all your things down there.
Yeah, on the extension cord. We filmed earlier. I should mention once again, me and my mum, we did a Rugby League Live 4 video. She swore a lot.
No, I didn't.
It's going to take a lot of censoring.
No, it won't take long at all.
Should we leave the uncut version?
No.
It's gone a nice.
We've got a lot of young followers. We don't want to put them off.
No. Now, Makaleo getting close here. The rolling maul. It's almost turned around backwards. That's great defense from Hawke's Bay. That's the thing, though. When you become a team who are strong with rolling maul, spinning, almost over. Whaina Nuku still driving. He's held up. I think there was a bit of a mistake from him. Rather than just taking it down in the field of play, he decided to still get greedy-ish, try and get over the line, and now it's cost this team the ball. And they are going to be going for the goal line dropout. It looks like Denny Tuala's trying to run as far away as he physically can. He just spun a few times, and then it was there. Should have tried to go to ground, but instead got forced over the line. Who do you think will win the NRL final? It's hard to say that it won't be the Panthers, but the Eels, I mean, with how hard they've had to work to get to that final, I'd like to think they'd have some sort of extra bit of something for it. It's been in 1986, something along those lines. 2001, they didn't do too badly, I don't think, but yeah. And the Parramatta Panthers, it's got a ring to it, to be fair. Isn't it? Parramatta Panthers, right. I'm going to now use my phone again now that it is loaded up.
No, that's round the wrong way, but we'll go that way.
Back across, Makaleo. Nice job from him. He's had a good game too. It just seems to be all the hookers are doing well. Business is booming.
Yeah, we've got a few good players.
Sever Reese around the side now. Andrew Makaleo tries to go straight over the top of Whakatava, but he makes a nice one. And also Parramatta Panthers would be a GOAT team. I'll just get two, or get you a nice masala steak Gatsby. Cut it in two. Save the rest for later, says CP. Sounds a bit fancy, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, Levi and Moore on the outside. Max Hicks dragged down by Josh Kaifa. That's great body position. The penalty goes the way of Hawke's Bay. That's a great bit of work from Kareru Symes. Let's go over the top. Very nicely done. Right. Currently 13 minutes left. Either way, we still need points on the board for Willie.
Well, see, Hawke's Bay have held them out.
Tasman are now $26 underdogs.
Because they haven't scored.
They've let themselves down a little bit, you know? Now they're actually $31 underdogs. And also, I'm going to now see you and up ye boy. Up the bay. Or see you and up the bay, sorry. And also, we've got the Man, I Miss Gatsby's. We have a lot of shawarma shops up this way, but it just isn't the same. Masala steak Gatsby with loads of slices of cheese in it. That sounds all right.
Sounds interesting.
The fact that I'm having like probably some potatoes and something else for tea makes me a bit sad when I hear all this nice foods out there. It should be fine.
You'll be right.
I should be, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Also, we really have the ABs and the Box. I have the ABs and Box boys playing for their local provincial clubs. I think so. I think the Cheetahs recently played up against New Zealand it was actually the Leopards, the young Leopard side. Another scrum feed for Hawke's Bay. The time is running low. Have we still got a Willie here in the chat? 12 minutes. The bonus point still in the favour of Hawke's Bay. I demand the 3 or more tries ahead. I also have the ABs and the Box boys. Oh, no, I read that one, didn't I?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew Makaleo. Quinton McDonald out there now. And also Nakuru going off for a Na'apa for the Hawke's Bay boys. And check Discord Gareth, says CP. Right, scrum feed. This is an important one.
It is.
Because Tasman need to stop this momentum, but also they need to let Hawke's Bay score a couple times.
Why?
Just for Willie.
Oh, okay.
There's 1,000 buckaroos in here just doing the dishes. Hopefully. Still fingers crossed for you. This game's slowed down big time. And the worst thing is it looks like the rain has kind of stopped.
It depends what angle you watch it.
Yeah, from that other angle, actually, it looks like it's still a howling sideways one. Oh, hands on the ball. Interesting. Almost a turnover. Oh, Kaifa's knocked it on. That's going to use up more time. Check Discord damage. That's the masala steak I'm talking about. Oh, you're going to make me so hungry. I'm going to be sad in a second. Right. One moment. We'll go here. Kiwi Lads Discord. Oh, boy.
Oh, geez.
Are they chips in there or are those onion bits? I think they're chips.
They're chips.
That steak is thin, but I'm sure it's tender.
Holy moly. That'd take a fair bit of eating, wouldn't it?
That looks all right indeed.
It does.
Thanks, Carl. Was I walking off the field now? Hey, guys. Are there any ABs playing? So, for Tasman, they've got Sever Reese and Lester Whainanoku both coming off the bench. For Hawke's Bay, off the bench, it was Falau Whakatawa. So we'll probably slowly see a few more All Blacks making their way back into their sides. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck playing for Auckland tomorrow. Stephen Perafeta playing for Taranaki. Also, I mean, Canterbury, they've probably got a few players that could sneak in to the lineup if they need be. But why would you change it when it's been working so well? They're top of the table. Doing it very well. Great scrum from Hawke's Bay. Done it again. That's got to hurt. Now, they've said they can put the game out of reach if they take the 3 here. That's beneficial for them and also beneficial for our boy here, Willie, if they get a converted try, someone after this. And also, Brad Weber says he is there, so I guess ex-All Black. But yeah, didn't get selected in the side this year, which is really weird. Can you come and wash dishes? Pay you $100. Geez, for $100, I'd go over there and wash the dishes, Nathan. Actually, how bad are your dishes? Now that I think about it, because if you're offering 100, there might be some rough stuff. And Cape Town, be careful in the surf, says Annoy. And also, when you visit Cape Town, you have to try it, Hamish, says CP. Yeah. It looks like similar to the barbecue rodeo one that they had at BK, except 10 times better. I haven't been to BK in a while.
No, we haven't, have we? I'm getting hungry too now.
McClutchy strikes it. Please go over. It has. And that is now going to make the score 25 points to 10. They're just teasing you, Willie. They're There's a saying, isn't there? But we won't say it. Currently 9 minutes left on the clock. David Havili kicks it downfield into the 22. Oh, that was a bit of miscommunication. We've hardly seen Chase Tiatia today.
Yeah.
Now, if Tasman get the ball, they will certainly be going for it. We have got Jake in the chat. Said, "Hi, welcome in, mate. Hope you are doing very well." Oh, charge down for Lincoln McClutchy. Doesn't quite get all of the distance on it. Now, William Havili passes across. Whaina Nuku. Oh, that was close to an illegal clean-out. Pass the ball. Now, Sione Havili Talatui. In fact, it's not him. I don't think it was. Napaa instead, who did come off the bench. And as much NRL in the news this week in South Island. Not that I have seen Levi Moore now down the wing. Doing nicely for the Tasman. Marcos Hotham goes across. They need to start finishing their chances. And this is one of the perfect opportunities to do so. Chip steak or cheese steak relish and 2 sauces of your choice. Sounds all right, doesn't it? Havili sells the dummy, tries to go through. Was that a shoulder charge from Marino Makeli too? Flanders dealing with a bit of cramp. Big run from Hugh Renton. 22 metres out. 1-12, please, says Kishan. So in a way, a converted try for Tasman would perfect both of your bets because that would get the points on the board and also it would mean that they're within the 1-12. Big shot there from Satsford, driving him backwards, although it's not a lot of weight there on the winger.
No.
Now, bit of a juggle. Geez, he's solid. 11 phases in. Nankerville, the last thing I want to see here. That was actually nicely done by Levi Moore to get back up to his feet after slipping down. 22 metres out. He's a tough individual, yeah. Got a bright future as well.
Young?
I think he's kind of young. He's younger than he looks.
Oh, okay.
I think he's about 26. Now,
Still young, aren't
still driving forward. 13. It's a little bit of a handling error from Renton. Now Nankerville has it. I don't want to see them go for a grubber in behind, though, because I feel like that's where the mistake's going to come from. Hotham goes back one more. Whaina Nuku. You got a world-class backline now. Use it. Nice run forward from Upper. Sounds like I was like halfway through saying up and then stood on my own toe. Renton goes forward. 22 metres out. 16 phases in here. They need an advantage, but Hawke's Bay discipline. Whaina Nuku puts the ball down. I want Hawke's Bay to win because I like their colours, the colour of their shirt. Fair enough. A nice bit of black and white on there. Not happy with that handling error.
Well, you keep saying give it to the experienced guys, and he bloody drops it.
Where was Sever Reese throughout that whole move?
No, out there.
Because normally he is the guy that goes searching for the ball, but he was nowhere to be seen throughout those 15, 17 phases. Looks like maybe a bit of an injury here. I'm not too happy with that one. What are you doing that? Chili sauce and garlic sauce. Oh, that sounds... I feel like anything I have for tea now is going to be disappointing.
I'd say.
Now, 6.5 minutes left on the clock. We need 1 try for Willie. And they need to convert it as well, which makes it a bit trickier. What's the cash out option for you, Willie, at this stage? Because surely if you've got all of the legs up till this point, but because it's so late in the game, they probably won't let you cash out anymore.
No.
I'm nervous for him. You know how many burgers? $900 could get it. And knew it was going to go down as well, says Wet Willie. And also go to Cozy Corner. Best Gatsby, in my opinion. Yeah, that weather's just not nice, is it? Okay, a couple other changes have been made. They need a big push there. They got their cans. Drinking on the job. Now, the referee's still very happy, though, isn't he? At this point of the game. Now the time is back on. 6 minutes left.
Yeah, well, see, they're talking about the Northern Manawatu game.
Could be
I have to
important.
watch that one.
Yeah, because Northland will have a crack, won't they? And Auckland also, I think, have to win just to make sure because Tasman might be on the same points. So it'll come down to points differential. That's gone down in the front rows. It's locked at the moment, says Wet Willie. What does Willie need? He needs 42 points So he needs one converted try here. Oh, no, he's slippy. Now gets back up William Arvilli up to the halfway line. See, this benefits us, really, or benefits Willie, because if Hawke's Bay get the ball now, they may consider an attack, and I think they're the more likely team to score. The moment, great work from Kareru Sims. Gets the turnover. Now it's available for Hawke's Bay. Kicks it in behind there for Whakatawa. I think that's just strategic there, trying to put the Tasman Makos right back in their own area. Leicester Whainaranuku. It seems even hard to just stand up out there at the moment. And I was easy, mate, says far. And Will is stressed, says Willie there. And I was, will I go there? Or when I go there, we'll show you how it looks. And the packaging is top tier. I'm sweating. Says Willie. Right, they've kicked it downfield there, though, for Tasman. Hasn't found touch. Counter-attacking opportunity here. Caleb Makini, he loves a run. He absolutely loves one. He's been tackled there. This is more intense than a World Cup final now with the stakes that we know.
Played well and defended well, and then they dropped the ball.
Been dropped by Hawke's Bay.
But they can't lose it from here.
They can't, but they should still try and get one more. You know? Handling errors 9 each, though, so this has been one of the more rough games, hopefully, we will see. At least another try in this. I feel like there's going to be a 79.5-minute try, and it's all going to come down to that last kick, and I don't even know if I'll be able to watch it. You know? You have to do the commentary, Mumsy, for that final kick if it comes down to it.
No.
Okay. Oh, the Tasman, please score, says Kishan. Yeah, he also needs 1 to 12. So Tasman Marcos, they're going to need one soon. I'll definitely check it out when I'm there again. We used to go to this place and forgot its name on the way back from, Zikolveri. After rowing was amazing. Not amazed me. Right. Joe Apakatoa is going off the field. Scrum feed here for Tasman. The Hawke's Bay, though, they have won a scrum against the feed already. Okay,
sorry, I've started something.
Right. It is time to rumble here.
Yep, we'll sit up straight. Look alive.
Both teams need it.
Yep.
It's a big push.
Oh,
it's stolen by Hawke's Bay. Clean turnover. Right, please don't take the 3. Whakatawa, just tap that thing and go. Give it.
Go.
He tried to bang him on the head there. Hugh Renton was not willing to give that one up. Are we even close to the line? So Hawke's Bay now are going to have themselves the penalty. Front row collapsing. They might consider going for the corner here. Whakatawa has to give everyone high fives.
Yeah, they're going for the 10. It's for the 3.
No. I think Danny Tawala is looking for the corner, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Why is that?
Just points differential. Get a few more on the board, perhaps, just to feel that confidence going in. That was a good scrum, though, from Hawke's Bay. A mistake from the Tasman Marcos. Ended up hitting a foot, which I could remember was a grassy park near the lake. Right. They are going to be 10 metres out with a rolling ball opportunity, Willie. Kareru Sims, almost his first try, and slapped him on the head for Whakatawa. He tried to pat Hugh Renton like he was a dog. They're actually the same team in regular Super Rugby. Oh, they've got it wrong. It's going to be put down. I think they're asking for the penalty, but they haven't received it. Now the Makos are going to be able to try and clear this one. It's going to be the counter-attacking opportunity for Tuli Byer in the midfield. One more. Here goes Sever Reese. He's got the pass on the outside if he needs it. Will he find him? He sure does. Tasman too quick. Or is he? He's close to the touchline. Just manages to stay in the field of play. Or in the field of play, I should say. Now, Tasman back across Sever Reese. This is what we needed before. We needed him to actually show up. And he didn't. In the earlier stages, William Arvilli, cross kick. Is it going to work out? It's a great take, and it's going to be a try.
Good try.
Right, the kick is to come. What the HUF? Don't panic, Willie. It's a try for Tasman. Viliami Naiapa has scored it. And that was 5. He says Golden gets you. Sever Reese, what a run down the wing. The counter-attack, a full field try almost for the Tasman Marco. But Sever Reese, this is what we needed in that play where they were sitting 18 phases in. Right. On the other side, what is happening here? So Tasman scored. That puts the 1 to 12 alive for our friend Kishan. Thank you, Tasman. Says as well. And now comes down to this kick. Does Willie get himself almost $1,000 and get Carla Burger?
Yes.
It's over. Right, sorry, I got very excited there. Well done, Willie. Now, 8 points difference between these two sides. Willie, 42 points. You don't get much closer. Now, you're currently not at home. Can feel that playing in my head, says Golden Guest. Yeah, now. It's an intense game. I feel like that's the thing. I don't put bets on because of this.
No.
I feel like I'll be too nervous throughout a game. It's over. Says Wet Willie. It was indeed. Well, I can actually cry, says Wet Willie. Yeah. Okay, 1 minute left on the clock. And Kishan might also get himself a payday as well, depending on what happens here. If Hawke's Bay score, thank you very much, Mum, says Wet Willie. So now 40 seconds left. Willie's done it. I feel like that was a greater moment than winning any World Cup for Willie.
Yeah. Again. So what happens if Tasman score?
It will just secure the 1 to 12 even more for Kishan. But also,
Willie still gets it.
Yeah, Willie still gets it. Oh, that was a cheap shot from Falau Fakatava. But yeah, pretty much that would actually give Tasman an extra point, which might be the difference between them going through or not. Now, Sever Reese, once again, he's saying, I'm missing my AB's number 14 jersey. Finds the offload, but it goes straight up. Now it's going to be a knock-on, a double knock-on. And the scrum with 10 seconds left, please, full time. Kishan, I'm rooting for you, says Wet Willie. Yeah. I think I got my pay. That is full time. And now the score at the end of the game, 25 points to 17. I don't know why. Well, I know why. But that game felt like a lot closer than it was, you know, because of the stakes that we knew were involved.
Yeah.
And you need to check 2.5 meter Gatsby. Have tried, but I haven't tried, but I've seen the videos. It's insane. Just like that, eh? Willie makes the grand. Kishan makes his. I don't know how much his was, but he makes it. And yeah, Tasman now have to wait and see for those other results to see if they are or are not making their way through to the next stage of the competition. The quarterfinals, it's just around the corner
and
next week.
KFC.
That is true. Perfect Willie says far. They always say the perfect Willie doesn't exist, but that would have been the perfect moment for him there. Just some skiing on the... You were intrigued, weren't you?
I was.
It's probably good because you didn't quite get what I said. You didn't.
I was just trying to ignore it.
And $500, mate. Says Kishan. There you go. So, you know what? Everyone's getting paid.
Yeah, it does.
No, we got the KFC fund.
True.
We got the... We get some chicken.
But you haven't paid me
yet. That is true. Pay her in the chicken. Unless we do thank you all very much for tuning in. I don't really know what to do with myself now. I've got a few hours till the next live stream. It's 5:30 a.m. our next one. So it's the question of, do you go to bed for about maybe 5 hours, wake up and do that game? Because I'll still be editing for a bit longer tonight.
5 hours is better than none.
And then George might come around tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning. And then hopefully we have got 2 Bunnings NPC live streams tomorrow afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Quiz says far. Good old quiz, eh?
Next time.
Next time, indeed. But yeah, so we've got a few more Bunnings NPC. Got a little bit of the Gallagher Premiership. The URC is coming to the channel as well. Can Fakatava add to his test on tour? Do you think, Cesanoi? I hope he does. If he doesn't get selected for the All Blacks, I'd love to see him in the All Blacks 15. Just because if they're not going to give him game time on the higher stage, he might as well still be playing. And also, we have got the Perfect Willie does an classic one-liner. Says, Duzzy Williams and Chicky Soon Hamish. I think Hamish and not a big love, y'all. Says Nathan. And Aaron, come on, Otago, says the Lim Report. Yeah, tomorrow night, Otago versus Canterbury. Going to be a very awesome match indeed. Nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll try and convince my mum to come on the streams tomorrow as well at certain stages. Maybe George will join me for one of the matches as well.
Lots of things to do.
Exactly right. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Don't spend it all at once, Willie. And we will see you all for the next one.
Bye.